Last time, like right when we clicked this off, he was talking about a cult. But at the same time, he literally paused it and then said, "We haven't talked about the game much, so we could either talk about the game or my cult." But
we can do both, man.
I don't think you understand how elaborate this cult's gonna be.
All right, so like what I'm trying to. So okay, I'm gonna kind of draw some conclusions from what you were saying before, right? And
all right, hold on.
We'll go from there.
All right.
So basically, what you would want to do is you want to buy like a cul-de-sac in a neighborhood.
Yes.
To start.
No.
Maybe like a street, like a corner of a corner of a neighborhood.
A straight up cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Let's say like 8 to 10 homes.
If I have to look at it, yeah.
And then in each home, what like they can like
a family
or sell it to a family or like a group of single people.
A group of single people, however they want to have it, and then we have one house devoted strictly. Like we're gonna paint it red, and it's strictly devoted to orgies.
One house is red, and it's for orgies.
It's just straight orgies. Like we have no walls. Not like they're all knocked out. There's just support beam for the second floor.
Now, are these orgies mandatory or?
No, they're totally voluntary. And there could be honest times where it's like, there's fucking Billy and goddamn Esquire fucking in the orgy house again, or like barbecuing in the orgy house again.
Do you think your cult's gonna attract Billy Esquire?
Billy and Esquire? Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Who?
Billy and Esquire. That was the characters that were in that little semi-monologue. I don't fucking know. But my whole cult will be founded on, like, one, hedonism, and two,
what's your concept of hedonism? Do what you want when you want?
No. Mostly, yeah, it's very impulsive, but it's mostly living for what you find to be
important,
pleasurable. Yeah. Cool. But at the same time, I'd be like, you can't have kids. If you want to be, sorry folks,
okay, so
if you want to be in my cult, just don't know children.
Okay, so
mandatory vasectomy.
So everyone gets a home in the cul-de-sac in the suburb, and you do what you want in your house, and there's weekly orgies that are voluntary.
Not even weekly, we just schedule orgies. Just like accept that orgies are gonna be a thing.
Schedule orgies?
Yeah. Trust me, most orgies are scheduled.
Why can't you be like if you feel like fucking go to the Red House, see what happens?
Yeah. Post up on the group Facebook at the Red House.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does the cult operate? Are there like fees?
Yeah, that's always my no. The fees will be you keeping the lights on and like keeping your shit going. That's legit the only fees. We all pitch in on the various mortgages.
So you're all members of the current American society. You're not displaced.
No,
from
and that was going to be
society.
the next thing. And the next thing is going to be you have to be a constructive member of society. So you have to either have like a 9 to 5.
So you have to pay the bills.
Yeah, okay. You got to be able to pay taxes and all that shit. Now, as the cult grows, this is where we start to accept like people having kids and shit, right? As the cult grows, we start focusing more on spreading the positive
message. What do you mean? You wouldn't accept people who already have kids in the cult?
Not the beginning. Not the beginning. No, not in the beginning. Not in the beginning of things. I wouldn't do that.
So the cult has to make kids after it's been established.
Later on in the cult, we could, after I've decided like who the main people are and like we figured out what the purpose of our cult is going to be.
Wait, what do you mean the main people?
Because I'm not going to have a cult and it just be me, dude. Like that's where like fucking.
But I mean, okay, so like if you have
they got so accepted.
If you have like let's say 8 houses in a cul-de-sac. I don't know why that's the number, but that's the number. 8 houses.
Because it's a nice round number.
And you fill it. It also seems like a reasonable number for a cul-de-sac in like a little street area, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's what I'm imagining. You're
just fucking a bunch of apartments.
No, just those houses.
Those are apartments.
And you fill them. Let's say like 3 of those houses are like classic families. A few of them are like couples, and then the remainder are just like a bunch of single people hanging out. Right?
Maybe
one of them's me and you.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe sort of kind of. So the whole ultimate plan is to buy like 4 cul-de-sacs that all kind of touch. Like if you look at a map, they'd be like one's here, one's here.
We're still early days.
Right,
we're just establishing those people.
Okay. That's the whole thing. It's like you find your circle where like we find like 10, 20 people that are like, hey, would you be down moving to 8 houses
for that question?
So. And then when we grow, we get 2 more cul-de-sacs that are like corresponding. Yeah, and then you make one huge gate around all 3 cul-de-sacs. And like the
okay, but see when you say the main people, and there like for now there's 8 houses, so like it's like
constructive of some members of society.
So obviously you're the leader, and then you have
no. That's always gonna be the next part of the cult. This is where I feel like all cults go wrong. Is they focus so much on their figurehead.
So it's like everyone has a voice.
My cult will be like a senate.
But you said like main people. So what I'm getting at is there like 2 of those houses like make the majority of the decisions, and everyone else gets to like contribute ideas and shit, or like does everyone? Is it like a town hall situation? How does what's the?
It's a town hall situation because we're so small that we can handle our shit on like a tribal scale. Like we do what we agree upon.
But see, then if you have
do whatever the fuck you want in your own house, as long as you're not hurting anybody.
That's the rules.
Yeah, but past that, like if you want to, like if you're walking outside and like helicoptering your dick around and letting your dog poop on other people's yard, you're gonna get mentioned in the next town hall meeting.
So, like, okay. So what are the concepts? What are the ideals that you push within the cult?
Personal
like,
freedom,
self-awareness, like,
community, self-awareness.
Like
for
do
sure.
what you want, but be aware of the effect it has on
Yeah.
others around you. Like also be aware that you can be the problem as much as you can recognize the
Oh,
problem.
it's
like
another
what's the
sword
shit?
moment. God damn it! I gotta figure out what magic.
I have no
moment
idea
now.
what's happening in the game.
I'm learning. Okay, so I met this spirit monk, and she's like, "Oh, you murdered my friends. Thank you." I choose the flame, or I choose the ice. Oh,
We choose the fucking ice, bro.
Why?
Because we're cold-blooded.
Yeah, but I want to spit hot fire on the mic like little Yachty.
Yeah, there's no mics in this game, so we're
Okay, yeah.
cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. The emotions burn, but the spirit can always turn cold. No, I want to turn everyone as cold
See?
as dead.
Told you, bro. We want to be cold as shit.
Grrrah!
I want to tell people I don't give a fuck.
Yours is the power of ice show.
But back to the cult. Like, I think it's a good idea to
Oh, this moment
like embrace it.
reminds me of a poem. Have you ever read the poem Fire and Ice?
Is it copyrighted?
Probably. But the whole point of it is like, there's one line that's like, of destruction, they're both like they can both fuck shit up. Is basically the point. It makes like fire and ice are very different,
Yeah.
but they can both be equally destructive.
I'm the last spirit monk. So
That's what you are. You're the last one.
yeah,
Can you produce more with Dawnstar?
I hope so. And like that's what makes me think like why is there not a Jade Empire 2, which is just not focused on the baby.
I mean, there's still time for there to be.
I mean, I don't know, man. BioWare's
Oh, you
probably
got a new
dead.
thing? Nice.
Cause Anthem got shit on, and I
Wait,
don't
where's
understand
this
why.
teleport he takes?
I don't know. Also, fuck you guys. Anthem's a good game. Suck my dick from the back. It's such a good game. Like, Fallout 76, not that great. Kind of shit the bed. I'll even admit that.
When's the last time you played Anthem?
Fuck, like a week ago. It's been a minute, okay? I also started
Came out
playing...
like a month or 2 ago?
Yeah, and like I'll admit that it's Destiny syndrome. Like I beat it.
So you're
already.
not obsessed.
No.
For me,
it's
that's
a good game.
For
though.
me, that's the determination.
Is if you're obsessed about it.
Like if it's worth the hype, then you have to like dive. Like Skyrim's probably been the only game I played that I was like, fuck, that was worth the hype. Because when I started Skyrim, it took over.
Red Dead Redemption 2 was also the same way.
That game took over.
Okay,
for a
also,
little while.
real quick, for anybody like listening to this, David fucking played Skyrim for the first time 4 or 5 years after it came out.
Yeah.
Like I had already, like I was in the Navy.
You probably put 1,000
binge
hours
playing
into that
that
game before.
And I was just about to say, I was binge playing that game alongside like fucking Fallout New Vegas, and that's all I did on deployment other than my job. And when I got back, this motherfucker had as many hours as I did on that deployment binge. And I was, mind you, I was in Cuba for fucking 9 months. So like,
Dude, that game
was fucking amazing. I know. Trust me, the world knows.
Dude, Skyrim just feels like home.
Right? I don't know.
I also love the fact that you can do whatever you like. You can be whoever you want. You can do whatever you want.
Bethesda's really good at
And
making
have
open
the
ended
same
games.
experience. Like I worked on one show, right? By the way, I work in film and television.
It's gonna be a huge part of this thing.
But I was working on, it was basically like a personal package. Like, you know, like when you watch like American Idol and then they show, oh, this is who they are at home video, and it's like I worked on that. But it wasn't American Idol. I've never worked on that show. It's a different show, competition based. Anyway,
Tell us what it's about.
it was this woman, I don't feel like it, because it's not pertinent to the story. There was a woman who played Skyrim, and the way she played it was she literally ran around collecting herbs and flowers and shit. Like she was all about it's alchemy, right?
Yeah.
She was all about that.
Yeah.
And like she had found, you know, one of those random houses you can find. She had picked one of those, and her character operated out of that.
Nice.
And she just found stuff and like made potions and sold the potions, and like that was the whole game for her. but she played it as often as you or I would, and it was basically a Second Life thing.
See, there's
And I
so
was
many
that's
D&D
fucking
players that do
incredible,
that.
dude. Because I just want to get super strong and just like wreck Jogger and stuff.
Well, okay, like when it comes to that game, like too, also like depends on what you're playing. Like if you're playing an Imperial, like a Breton, and they're just whole thing, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, what's your favorite type to play?
Dude, that's hard. Cause like if I'm going for, and also this is like an older game, like Oblivion to Morrowind to that shit. Then I'm probably gonna pick like fuck that.
Just
My main's
Skyrim.
always Khajiit. My first one's always Khajiit.
As I say, I'm really enjoying Khajiit.
Always
Battle Mage.
Khajiit. Because like no matter what my armor is, I can sneak. I have a 15 base weapon.
Yeah. Because
Like
that's the character I'm playing now is the Khajiit Battle Mage, and he riggedy stuff.
dude, Khajiits are fucking perfect.
But I also I'm like, I'm at 100 on alteration now.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm also feeling always feeling orcs. Like if
I-
it comes down to any game where I'm like I can pick an orc.
I unlocked the Atronach.
That.
It tripped me out at first because like I am now an Atronach, so they throw stuff at me and a little cloud comes around me as I'm absorbing 30% of whatever they just shot at me, and my magic is going up, and I'm just like, this is awesome. I love that damn game, dude.
Who doesn't, man? I'm not kidding. The whole fucking world does. When you
We should stream that one at some point.
while its purpose remains a mystery, you kept it.
Or are you picking a mission?
Whatever.
All right, let's focus on the game.
Your discussion with Master Lee about
What's
your
actually
people, the
happening in
mysterious
this game?
spirit monks, was interrupted with news that Dawnstar has disappeared. Disappeared. Now I gotta figure out where the fuck Dawnstar is. Where'd you go? I miss you so.
I don't though.
Feels like it's been a minute since you've been around. I just want to get copyright striked. Is it gonna be a problem that I'm super terrified
Less than 30 seconds, man. You're fine.
of getting copyright?
And it's
striked?
not
I
the
think
actual
10
audio.
seconds,
It's your shitty recreation.
I'm glad you said shitty because that's the only.
I mean, you
review-
were intentionally doing that tone deaf. Come on.
It's the only review I've ever gotten on a karaoke set.
You were intentionally doing that as tone deaf as possible. You weren't actually
Really?
singing it.
Dude, I fucking love karaoke because there is nothing better than getting drunk with a dude who just got engaged, and he's having anxiety at the table, and I'm like, hey, the song I just queued up, you and I need to sing together.
Karaoke.
And it's sacred art, dude. And it's the darkness, a thing called love, and it's just you and one dude in heavy ass boots, one dude from Alabama.
I believe in a thing called love.
Who talks like this now? All right, he's my size, but his voice is like 2 octaves
Boy,
deeper.
you better watch it.
He's from Bama now. I tell
Alright,
you,
let's talk some
goddamn
of
it.
that shit.
What should we
Typical
have done?
bitches. And then out of nowhere, yeah, he goes from this right here to, do you believe in a thing called love? And we're just like this, dude. We're just fucking right? You know what I mean?
You're
It's
all
like,
linked up on him.
fucking love karaoke. Could not defend himself. He just.
Jade the Lesser would have said the same thing.
Nah, he wouldn't have.
No, he wouldn't.
He's not as clever. Suck
Dude,
my
I'm
dick.
so much better at being bad than Gal the Lesser. That guy's light work. Don't worry about
You
it.
think you're the antagonist?
Yeah, come on.
I am the antagonist and the protagonist.
Get out of here.
There is no worse enemy than me.
I will defeat the evil by scaring them with how evil I am.
You know how they said fight fire with fire? That's my only approach. Alright, so that's the school. Where am I going? To that next blue thing? Oh, wait, now I
It
can
might
leave.
be the flag. The flag, I think, is story stuff.
I
Yeah.
hear your friend has gone missing.
Man, I ain't worried about it.
I feel like you know about it.
I
now.
have no friends. What are you talking about?
More importantly,
You mean the companion the game forced on me?
I ain't never fucked with a single soul.
With ghosts and bandits?
What is this thing telling us to do?
in
Yeah, I
this
know.
town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone that
Okay, so he's giving us a new mission? Well-
stable while merchant.
I don't...
I'm in a
Yeah,
hurry,
here we go.
dude. Just give me the shit.
Oh, he's giving us money.
Or is he asking us to spend money? He's asking us to spend money.
Yeah, he's asking to spend money. I think we're gonna spend a couple of minutes here. And
Yeah, we'll make some decisions and we'll get back to you. Right? Oh, you're thinking? Alright, well, see you next time.
Dude, the best part about sucking dicks is that it helps with a sore throat.
Wow. Okay.